Hey everyone, Mtashed here, and today we're going to be looking at Breakneck. This is the Gambit pinnacle weapon, and ooh, do I want to hump this legendary! This is a great PvE legendary, one of the best PvE legendaries I think we have ever seen, especially when you pair it up with a couple of exotics. Onslaught increases the rate of fire of this weapon as you get Rampage, and Rampage increases the damage of the weapon as you get kills. So they kind of stack together and you get a really strong auto rifle. You've got extended magazine, polygonal rifling, as well as a precision frame. Tap on a little bit of masterworked range and this thing is pretty damn sexy. Now, this player has a counterbalance mod on it. This is pretty much wasted because of the rifling as well as the precision frame. So I would go with backup mag personally, or maybe target adjuster. I'm not sure what the best pick is, but I would probably go backup mag to take advantage of the Rampage and Onslaught perks as much as humanly possible. So let's start with PvP, and then we'll get into PvE. If you can stack up Rampage and Onslaught, this thing is a goddamn murder machine. It is unbelievably good with an optimal time to kill, I think, of like 0.5, maybe 0.6 seconds. Like, this thing is very, very disgusting. However, there are also situations where you're gonna get shit on by pulse rifles. Now, that's true for every weapon. There's gonna be, good matchups and bad matchups and things like that, but there were a lot of times against competent players that I found myself getting destroyed. Now, on console, I could see this being a stronger weapon, but on PC, typically auto rifles are pretty bottom of the barrel for weapons. Pulse rifles will beat it, hand cannons will beat it. You can see that when you stack things up, you can dish out a lot of damage. The only issue is, unless you're running something like Devour, there's going to be a lot of situations where after getting your first kill against someone, it's going to be very hard to use Rampage and Onslaught against the next target and actually kill him. If you're too weak, you will simply die, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's also the issue that Rampage and Onslaught don't last too long, and so you might get that first kill and be healthy, but you're not able to engage on the next target soon enough to take advantage of it. I think that in the optimal, perfect scenario, this thing is a god tier weapon, but there are so many times where it isn't a perfect scenario, where you cannot stack Rampage and Onslaught, where you can't even use those perks because there's no one around, that I think long term, you're going to feel this is a very lackluster or middle of the pack type weapon, and you're not going to be going crazy over this auto rifle in PvP. No one is going to be like, nerf Breakneck, it's OP in PvP, because the amount of times that it actually comes into play where you're going to abuse this thing is maybe once a game at best. Maybe. Sometimes not. It depends how good you are at the game. I played with this for a little while, and I was never completely blown away by it. There were so many times where I felt like, oh, I wish I had a pulse rifle, or I had a hand cannon, or something. But you can see that when things do stack up, it is crazy. It is very crazy. I think that this weapon, if you're a big auto rifle fan, you're running Actium War Rig, maybe even a Devour Voidwalker, things like that, I think there are niches and certain maps that you might love it. But I'm not going to say, gotta get this for PvP, it's a top tier weapon. However, in PvE, that is a different story. So let's jump into it. PvE, Breakneck. Oh hell yes! Oh hell yes! 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 This thing is just, it's cream of the crop. It's tip of the top. This thing is so fun to use. It just ramps up so nicely. The damage you can dish out, it feels orgasmic. I'm telling you right now, I love it. I suck with it because I'm playing on console, but my god, is this thing good. You've got the Rampage, you've got the Onslaught. If you use the Lunafaction boots on your Warlock, if you're using Actium War Rig, if you're using, what's it called, Rallying Barricade, dudes, this thing is just disgusting. I think it's one of the best PvE legendary weapons we've ever seen. And if I saw the Vidoc correctly, there's gonna be a mod you can do that buffs Rampage, and so this thing might even get even better. It might skyrocket in popularity. This thing might be one of the best weapons we will see in PvE. I'm telling you right now. As a kinetic weapon, as something you can use for a bunch of trash mobs, it's good in strikes, it's good in Gambit, I love it. Now, against single targets, I think it's lackluster. It's not too crazy because most of the perks don't do much. But against multiple targets, against multiple trash mobs, this thing is a goddamn PvE murder machine. That's how I have to describe it. That's how I always describe it. If it's really good, it's a murder machine. And this thing is. Every PvE enemy is going to be shaking in its boots. I love it. Also, it appears that when you have the Rampage and Onslaught perks going, you also get a minor Outlaw perk of some sort. Your reload speed is faster, so there's going to be times where you kill enemies and you are able to reload in between, but reloading in many cases is going to hinder your ability to stack Rampage and do a bunch of damage. So if you can use something, as I said before, like Actium War Rig, to just keep shooting and keep killing, this thing is going to feel even better. I think on Titans, this is going to be one of the best exotic, legendary kinetic weapons because of how many ways you can keep that fire rate up. But, yeah, I'm sold on it. I'm a big fan. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you could, really quickly, make sure to check out my Teespring. Make sure to check out the Astro discount code in the description. You click the link, you get a discount, 5%, boom, bam, bam, bam. It helps me out a lot. And that's it for me. I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.